take your mic out.
Oh, hello. Hello, lady. Hello. Oh, it's not working.
Jake, what on earth are you doing? Muppet Man. Alright, anyway, evening to everyone. I don't know what Jake is. Oh, got cough already. Don't know what Slay's on about, but he is joining us for commentary tonight on the last minute for everyone to get in, so hopefully they can all get in. We're still waiting on one driver. Black Box is now in, as is Andenge, so we're waiting on Sully. So, yeah, he needs to get himself in. Yep, all on time at the moment. Link saying Black Box is late. He's just made it in time. Yeah, so just waiting on Sully, I think, at the moment. And it is now 26, so we've got reserve ready. But this is lovely to see. Look at this. We've only got 2 reserves in tonight, so I think that's going to be the best attendance all season. We've had 2 reserves. We have got a Dylan in the Williams, who's, like I say, reserves commonly anyway. And then we've got making a debut tonight is Ayub Khan in the Ferrari alongside Nunda. So it'd be great if we can get through this with just 2 reserves. Yeah, Sully's not here at the moment, is he? So we got reserve ready. Yeah. Anyway, last night's race, it was an absolute thriller, wasn't it? Premier League. Only 5 DNF, which for this track isn't too bad for this game. I've seen a lot more easier tracks this game. So, and also, unfortunately, young Tommy in the McLaren was one of the first. He was the first one, wasn't he? He just lost it by himself. We were on board with it at the time. He gets another pop at it tonight in the Williams alongside Dylan, who's his teammate in ALR Silver, actually, isn't he? But they're both taking up the Williams tonight. Dylan, of course, in the Williams with Slayer normally on a Friday night. It will be nice. We'll give Sully to Love Pass, but if he ain't in, then we'll obviously get Shadders in. Hopefully, if he's available. If not, we got Slayer available, haven't we? Oh dear. Yeah, so now for Romeo. I know we look for Alfa Romeo drivers. If they tick to reserve, they can fill in that spot normally. But I ain't having Enright. No way, Jose. He did vote, but I thought, no. I think we might have a couple of complaints if he reserved. Plus, he couldn't make it past the first few laps in the championship, so don't deserve the seat, does he? I'm sure Pete would agree. Well, you might have some disagree, but yeah. Yeah, again, just looking through this grid, brilliant to see. Obviously, last week was the first time you had Keza, Menace Max, and Young Tommy, 3 of them taking up full-time seats in a second league now because their performances in lower leagues and have been absolutely fantastic. That's why they got these seats, and it helps the attendance as well, doesn't it? When you're racing with the same drivers every week, it's so much easier to get the consistency in the racing. You're used to who you're racing around. Still don't know where Jake is, sorting out settings. He's useless, isn't he? Absolutely useless. Where is Sully? Be 3 points off if he doesn't turn up.
I think this is all good.
There we go, he's back. Oh, you're racing there, Jake, yeah?
A bit now. I'll take it. Always have a
Just
good
waiting
race.
to see if Shadows is ready. He's better than you, so I would prefer him over you. If he isn't.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah, Shadows is ready, so if it's gets to half past, we'll send him an invite. Even in the vintage, even in the page. You're not wrong, same page. What bit was that?
Me slagging off Enright or Slayer?
As good as Shadows.
Oh, yeah, probably that bit. Can't blame her for that.
Yeah, I've been doing alright in all fairness on points.
You have the last few races, getting a bit of consistency or luck. Yeah, I think it looks like Shadow's going to make it a hat-trick at Singapore. He's been incredibly quick round here, isn't he? So far this week, so we'll get him an invite in. 'Cause it doesn't look like Sully's going to be turning up. So, yeah, there we go.
Minus points for Sunny then.
It will be.
Not what we want to see. At least only one.
I'll just wait for Shadows to get in then. Can we go St. German? If you listen to the stream, you'll find out.
Oh, she was talking about me, so...
Yeah, she
you're
was
right.
talking about you. Jake's useless. Yeah, but I'm sure that's you, Jake, she means, not me. Just wait for Shadows to get in.
Probably.
And then
Well,
we're
good luck
to go.
to Shadows. If he gets in. I think it's going to be a great race to watch because it's one of those tracks where they're going to be real close, but they're going to have to go for moves. So
Well, like I say, the pace is so close. I mean, Sly Guy, we know if he's on his game and he likes the track, he's going to be a bit further in front. And you usually see black box and links towards the top as well. But the grid is so close. Epic the Animal last couple of weeks has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't he? Obviously, Andenge last week making that a Haas 1-2. And we've seen other drivers claw up towards the top as well lately on. And there you go, Shadows is in, so let's ready up.
And then she might be a dark horse in this one because he has said that he likes all the street tracks.
He did say his street tracks in the interview last week, didn't he? And obviously, Azerbaijan last week, Singapore, relatively similar. Alright, all good to go. We can ready up. I don't know what people are waiting for. Usually have this on a Saturday night, don't we? They just sit here, dilly-dally, whatever. Alright, so we do say you should get the stream on whilst you're racing, have it to listen to, unless your internet's really shit and it cocks it up. But I ain't talking to the Discord in the middle of a race, so you want to know something about what's going on, get your asses in the stream. I think they got the message. Yeah, Jake can get announcing Sully's penalty points. Might as well do something. Obviously, big thanks to Jake for hosting a lobby, of course, because Bradfield only he's working every other Saturday now, so he cannot get in, which is a real shame. But whenever Bradfield's not here, we seem to have a good race, don't we? So we'll see. Good luck all, saying Fungi hates Twitch. And yeah, Nunda and Epic the Animal are two red connections as usual. To be fair, they've not been terrible of late. I mean, Nunda's not been completely ghosted over the place, has he? So hopefully it's a sign of better things to come. Anyway, I'll let Slayer take you through the standings. I'm going to sit and catch my breath.
I'll get them up quickly now. Just been telling everyone to ready up and we're finally in.
What's that?
I was just telling everyone to ready up and now we're finally underway.
What, in the Discord?
Yeah.
Why? I'm putting the
Yeah,
rules,
yeah,
we're not going to
twice
do
already
that, and you
times.
bloody do it, you muppet.
I'll do that. I won't do that next time.
No, you won't,
Anyway,
that's
we've
right.
got Black Box leading. We've got Black Box leading the standings with 157 points. Closely followed by Lynx, only 13 points behind. And then we have Sly Guy, who's now hit over 100 points in third. Sloth in fourth. Epic the Animal in fifth. Arda in sixth. Sam in seventh. Tommy in eighth, which is doing quite well up there already. Menace Max just behind him with 40 points. Only 4 behind him. And Gurman, which rounds out the top 10. Sully P11. Siege P12. Chalkers down in P13. V Robbie in 14th. And Dench in 15th. And in the bottom 5 are Nunda, Kezabi, Konal, DJ, and we do have a free seat as far as I'm aware still.
Now's on the, well, Con's one of the two not racing tonight, obviously alongside, well, I'll say alongside somebody else, alongside Sully now, isn't it? So both a League of Ireland boys. Big letdowns again. I think Dylan needs to be having words with him, doesn't he? Mind you, it's a league where Enright comes from, so we can't be too surprised. But yeah, moving on, I think we have got that 40-second quali glitch today, haven't we? We didn't last night, but cars only coming out now. Wonder what the weather's going to be like. See if someone can give us a weather update. But cars are now coming out as the Haas drivers. Hey, the first ones across the line last week in Baku, and the first ones out on track in Singapore. But yeah, like I say, in the standings, Black Box, Lynx, Sly Guy, when they're on form, world their own, aren't they? So I don't think Sly Guy raced last week, did he? But Haas 1-2, obviously Black Box and Lynx both had issues. Lynx started on the back after that quali ban because of the incident with Black Box the week before in Britain. Black Box crashed into the castle last week in qualifying, so it was a bit of a different race, wasn't it? But we both were in for some consistency again, and like I say, Sly Guy is further behind them in the title fight, but he's, well, on the better form really, isn't he? So he can still
He's got
catch up.
incredible pace.
He has indeed. And then, like I say, this man, Epic the Animal, his last few weeks has really come into it. Britain, he was in a good battle for pole position with them all. See, then last week, winning Azerbaijan. It's really looking good for him as well. He's looking to try and close up to that battle. Might be a bit hard for him to do that, but he'll need some mistakes from the other 3 drivers. But he's definitely going to be there ready to pounce. Obviously, he missed a few races early on the season because of work or whatever. He's let his teammate through here. Andenge wasn't too bothered about losing the win last week. And late on in the race, he was just happy that his team managed to get 1-2. And they had a good race together, so Andenge is further in front. So we'll watch his lap. In fact, I'll watch Epic the Animal, because we'll probably be able to see both of them. As long as they don't back off too much. Come on, Merc lads, say mushroom. And we go then, turns on, takes a lot of that curb, and easily lose it coming out the final corner. We've seen it a couple of times this week. Yeah, it goes nearly 4 wheels wide. You really see him pushing the limits. At practice so much, some of these. They have done these. That orange curb there, you've got to be so careful you don't ride over that orange sausage curb, because it'll fling them in the wall. Nearly did it to someone. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. Turns in, then loses the rear a tiny bit. DRS open. And 1 of 3 DRS zones then. Coming towards the end of sector 1 then. What's it going to be? It's 26.5. Wide line. Takes a lot of the curb. Yeah. Under the bodywork, then the curb goes. Don't want to clip this curb. He's a little bit wide. You can really jar that tyre in the wall there if you're not careful, but he's done well. Turn in, the wall opens up nicely from there to go a little bit wider up at the Animal. Into the Singapore sling, not swing. And yeah, this is a really technical part of the track, isn't it? We've got to be careful with the curbs. So careful, Epic Animal completely avoids it. Whether he does that in Q3 or not if he gets there is another question, but we know he's got the pace if he just sets a basic lap Epic the Animal to get through in Q1. This is an awkward one as well in terms of invalidating. If you go a bit wide here and invalidate, he's close to it, invalidating there, but the Animal don't even have to go off the track, it's just for that white line is. Takes a lot of the curb. Does he ride this curb? Yes, he does. Again, that wall opens up nicely there, doesn't it? A DHL barrier into the bridge, then clips the curb. He goes over the next curb. Still not found out if it's going to be a wet race or not. Even the KD as well. Yeah, this is good enough, isn't it, for Epic the Animal to get him through? I'm pretty sure. Again, taking that curb, and then just a 1:36.0. Epic the Animal to go 6 tenths quicker, and that should be Epic the Animal through, I think. Next across the line is that Sly Guy. It is Sly Guy. Who goes 7 tenths quicker and Epic the Animal 1:34.7. That's just ridiculous. And Siege He's lost it coming out the final corner. Go on board with German quickly. Look, he's lost it coming out the final corner already. I said we'll see some instance there. It's really possible to crash coming out of lane. Keza, we'll go on board with him now. No, it's not Keza, that's Chalkers, sorry. P4 he's up to, but yeah, Siege is out already. And the Alpine team really have started to have some mistakes creep in after such a consistent start to the season. That's a early crash in qualifying there for Siege, unfortunately. So he'll be starting towards the back of the field, just lost it coming out the final corner. We'll go on board with Death Dragon. He's going to next driver to do that. If you just clip this curve on the left hand side and then that outside one, you can easily just fly in. It's that outside curve, if you touch it, you can go flying into the wall. We saw Theo crash there yesterday, didn't we? Keza went up to P4 ahead of his teammate, and Death Dragon in P6 needs to find a lot more time there. Death Dragon, he wants to get through. Now, who else we got on the lap then? I think that's Dylan that's going to be next across the line. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Dylan's invalidated. German is the next one on the lap. I think Arda's actually further in front though, isn't he? So go on board with Arda. He's now going into the bridge. Naughty KD, oh dear. Typing naughty words. It's not good. Yeah, KD is meant to race last night. Obviously, couldn't unfortunately, but he's looking to commentate next week in his home Grand Prix. It's the US. Arda goes up to P5, I'm sure, straight after this. Cater will be on to qualifying, won't we? Yeah, 1:36.6 there for Arda, of course, qualifying for the United States Grand Prix, so like 10 PM BST. Straight, well, about half an hour after this finishes. It's a lovely night for F1 fans. German is next, yeah, you're right. Where is he? Can we catch him? Yeah, he comes out. Oh, lucky not to invalidate, but it's up to P3 there. And again, look at the difference. So I know it's so quick. They're so quick, aren't they? And we've had a Red Bull lose it. Who's that? Is that Keza? No, it's not. It's Chalkers. He's had a good few instances, hasn't he, of late Chalkers, unfortunately.
And he span a couple of times in the F2 race earlier, so I don't think he likes it.
How did the stream go for that? As Death Dragon's crashed. Death Dragon's crashed. And where's that?
Oh my god, that's in the bridge.
What? How's he crashed there?
Go through. He's crashed.
Has he just he must just lost it on the brakes. He must just lost it on the brakes there. As Chalkers, Chalkers has kept his front wing, but Death Dragon's going to be out as well, because that time won't be enough to get him through. Unless it starts pissing down any minute now, which I don't think it will be, because there's still loads in the pits. So Death Dragon Siege, 2 of the cars out already. So that is a surprise. Lynx on a lap would go through Lynx's lap. We'll let Jake the Slayer take you through it.
Got to get finding, but there we go.
Well, that's a good start, saying Siege. Starting from the back here, it's not the worst thing in the world. Just seeing, who was that? We just seen go up actually.
Yeah,
that was Dylan. That's been
very tidy. He seems to be going very fast. Taking a lot of curves. You need to do that at this track. You need to take a lot of curves to gain extra time. You can
risk spinning
going across the bridge.
If you avoid the curves, you risk spinning.
Epic Animals retired. I don't know.
Retired in the pitch in
currently on Lynx. Yeah, I said that. I said he's just retired. Yeah, so Lynx take a lot of curves. You need to gain speed. You so easily lose on a lot of these corners. There's so much understeer. There's very low grip on this track, so hooking on the curves can gain you a lot of time. But it also means you
we saw with Tommy last night though in this McLaren car. Took the curve, didn't he? And unfortunately, I just threw him into the wall.
The risk you take for the extra time you gain, I think he just glances the barrier.
He did. He crossed the line third.
He's still third.
4 tenths quicker than his teammate.
Very good time.
If you're in the 135s, you're through. I think it's as simple as that, isn't it? 135s, you're going to be through. Good start from McLaren then after obviously no points yesterday. They had a good qualifying yesterday, but no points. Who's going to be next across the line? I think we've got Red Bulls, haven't we? Are they improving? It's Chalkers going to improve his time. No, he's invalidated. He's staying up to do another run. Williams next. That's Dylan. He's invalidated. Unfortunately, we've got Ferrari. Is that Khan? Khan's invalidated. It's Nunda. That's that Ferrari now in sector 3. And losing the rear end a little bit there. Now going into the bridge. Yeah. Oh, and he's crashed. Nunda's crashed. He's only slid into the barrier, but he'll have minor wing damage from that. And I think he'll have to come in the pits. Crash. He must have minor wing damage. It's not visible to us, but... Or is he saying that? Yeah, he's coming in. Minor wing damage, obviously, on this game. You can't carry on. We saw a couple of people try and carry on with end plates yesterday. It just didn't work at all. Shadder's one of them, in fact. Yeah, making it 3 races in a row for Shadders. And yeah, his pace on Thursday in the championship was incredible, wasn't it? Yeah, Abe obviously invalidated that. Mercedes coming in the pits. We got Sloth a little bit further back. Is that Black Box? Black Box is on a lap. We're going to watch Black Box. A bit deep going to that corner, isn't he? Yeah, Black Box is someone he doesn't tend to push it too much, does he? in Q1. He saved his best for later on in the session, which is obviously all that matters. Apart from last week when he crashed in Q2, which made him start 15th, but he's not pushing the curbs at all here, Black Box.
When you got so much speed, it's best to be less risky.
He's
just
crossing
get
like.
through to the end of the volley.
I said he wasn't even pushing the curbs on that, but he's up to P2 ahead of Epic the Animal. It's crazy. I know Epic the Animal stayed off the curbs as well in that lap, and Lynx made a little mistake towards the end. So they've all definitely got more time than that. Don't worry, I'm sure it won't be 7 tenths between Sligo and next 3, but no shocks early on who the top 4 are, that's for sure. They're in a league of their own at the moment, that top 4. Who can challenge them? Can Andenge do it? He's up in 6th, obviously back of that P2 last week. Sloth went up to P10 in his lap. Tommy and Dylan in the pits, but just seeing Chalkers on his 4th lap on these soft tyres, got P7. That was a great effort there. I think the medium soft's a bit of a stretch here in the race. Didn't see anyone do it last night because there's usually safety cars around here as well, so it doesn't usually have to be done. But yeah, we're not seeing that all week so far, have we? I think medium soft will be a real struggle, but further back, Sam Swift on a lap, he's in sector 1. Got Ayub Khan going again. We'll keep our eyes on Khan. Now coming to sector 3.
This sector fast, so.
You're very quiet, Jake. I don't know if people in the comments can hear well, but you sound very quiet to me, which I'm sure people aren't complaining about. Always turning really early though, Khan. Yeah, I'm not too sure what his pace can be like, but well, he's gone a bit deep in there, isn't he? He's got damage. He's got a lot of understeer, isn't he? But might just have a pacier setup. And he's gone really wide there as well. Sets the lap, just 1:37.5. So it's a competitive lap. I don't know if he got wing damage somewhere, but that sector 3, it just looked really lacked downforce, didn't he? Yeah, he needs to get himself back in the pits and get back out. Khan does. Sam Swift then in sector 3. Yeah, didn't get going at all last week, did he, Sam? He went out in Q1, I think, too, didn't he? But let's see what he can do this week. Usually also consistent. Bill, why you ain't racing?
Quick enough too.
Senna's. Well, I don't know where Bill is, mate. Bill doesn't race in the Champions League anymore. He's having some time off racing. Anyway, is that Williams lost it on the track? Yeah, has Tommy just lost it? I think Tommy just lost it there. And we just missed. Who was it we're on board with? It was Sam. He went to P5 in the 1:35. Good time there from Sam.
What a lap by Sam.
Still 1.2 off. 1.2 off Sligo, but even still, it's a long track, isn't it? It's a long track, so the gaps will get bigger. More corners to show your class and your speed and to pull away from everyone else, so it's the way it goes. It's a longer track, the gaps will always get bigger as long as you don't make big mistakes. Menace Max down in 20th then, been absolutely fantastic this season, hasn't he, when reserve in the Champions League. A few times he's not reserved as well, but he's still in the top half. His qualifying pace really surprised me last week when he reserved in Azerbaijan, well, when he was in the Premier League for Azerbaijan, or Champions League, sorry. He's up to P8 again, absolutely fantastic. And he's 36 points clear at the top of the Premier League, so he might be, it looks like he's going to be in the Champions League next season anyway. So yeah, fantastic so far for Max. V-Robbie's coming up here.
He's on the laggy lap.
He's on a laggy lap, is he?
Yeah, very laggy lap. I can't tell if he's taking the corners well or if he's going wide.
Yes,
He's
starts to lag. Lags a little bit there. It's the first time it's lagged for us. Yeah, he's taking a wide line there, hasn't he, Linda? Yeah, it's looking all right for us.
It's not bad to take a wide line in that corner. You can get a lot of speed by keeping it wide.
Can anyone understand what this Jake's saying? Because he's just, I don't know if you're mumbling or your mic's cocked up or what, but I can't make out what you're saying. Yeah, Linda, it's not been too lucky for us, to be honest, is it?
Is this any better?
One little lag for us, no. But yeah, Linda in the Ferrari toward the bottom, as Jake said in the standings earlier on. So he does need to find some decent points here tonight. Yeah, go lag then for us. He needs to find some decent points. It's a good track for him to do so. I think he has done here before. He's up at the P10. Yeah, it's not. I think the top 10 might be alright, you know. Be tight to call though. Top 7 are definitely safe. Max, Chalkers and Nunda in a 1:36.2. I'm not too sure if they will be or not. Tommy's on a lap, Shadow's on a lap, just a bit further behind. They're the two that haven't set a lap yet. We know Siege is out after that crash, Death Dragon after his crash as well. Khan's down in 16th for the moment, and Dylan and Sloth both in danger. Yeah, but Dylan 8 tenths exactly off Sloth's time, so yeah, he needs to find a good second at least, Dylan, to have any chance of getting through, and even that might be questionable. Black Box sandbagging, same Black Box. Yeah, we saw on his lap in sector 3, he was staying off the curbs, taking a wide line, We saw it. We saw it. Sly guy, OMG, saying KD. Yeah, I think that's one way to say it, isn't it? And German's retiring the pits. Young Tommy's back across the line, and he's only 15th, Tommy. He's 4 tenths off Slough as well. He's backed off as well, so he's going to do a prompt, or if he's got enough fuel, he'll have time for another one if he's going to save up his deployment on this lap. Shadder's invalidated his lap, so he's started another one. Ayub and Dylan now out on their out lap. They'll get one more run at it. Where is Ayub? Yeah, they'll only have one more run at it. Actually, we have that quali glitch at 40 odd seconds. They might have 2 runs, so we don't know. But yeah, I'd say top 7 are definitely safe. Keza on a lap, and then retired. Yeah, he knows he's safe as well. Nunda coming into the pits. I'm not sure Nunda's gonna have enough time, but where's Menace Max? We think he's through anyway, isn't he? So he should be okay. Keza in 11th. Yeah, he needs to find some time really. Slough's in the pits. Slough needs to get out of the pits. So does V Robbie. They could be in trouble. I think Slough is now coming out the pits. Must be actually, because the other Alpine, of course, is out. And yeah, that is Slough. Yeah, Keza in 11th. Just seems to be pacey everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Young Tommy.
Arda's coming up to the...
Where's Arda?
To the tunnel now.
He's further in front, yeah, so we'll keep our eyes on him. He's backed off, isn't he? So we'll stay on board where we were. Back on board with Keza.
He must have made a mistake.
Yeah, I'm going to be sad when this Red Bull library goes in a couple of weeks. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
It does look amazing. Shame we only have it for a short period of time, but we'll enjoy it whilst it's here. And what
anyway, across the line, it's up to 9. That'll be safe. I think that'll be him safe. Nunda and V Robbie are both at, oh, they're both in danger, especially V Robbie. We're just seeing Shadders go to P18. Competitive time there from him, but obviously not looking the best, and he's out of fuel. So well, he's low on fuel. I can't see Shadders getting through, unfortunately. Ayub
He is only a championship driver, so it's not too bad.
He is, yeah. V Robbie has tried. I don't think Ayub's going for it, is he? He's not got his deployment on.
He's invalidated his lap.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's probably why. Completely didn't even see that. That red Ferrari puts you off it, but Ayub looks like he's going to be out.
Yeah.
Looks like Shadow's going to be out. It's all on Dylan then to try and knock out Tommy. Tommy is on a lap himself
Dylan's
though.
3 tenths
so
up.
Slough could be in danger.
3 tenths up.
He is, yeah. Dylan's 3
tenths
tenths.
Find another 10th and a half.
At least, because Tommy's still going to improve. I think he needs to find Arda and Slough are still naps as well. I think he needs to find at least about a second here, Dylan. He could go up to 13th here and still not be through.
He's taking a lot of curves. He hasn't invalidated.
He needs to push it. All or nothing. Might as well go for it, Dylan.
He's got a bit wide, but he's kept it valid. And he's up to P15.
So it's all on
Tommy
now.
Dylan.
All on Tommy now. I can't see Dylan staying in 15th. But a lap Tommy's
up by 3.5 tenths.
Oh, he's taking a bit of a slide there, but he should be okay.
Dylan's faster by 3 tenths, so Tommy just needs to keep this, and he might just get ahead of Dylan.
I'll let Jake take you through the last sector.
He's taking it very neat and tight until that corner where he went a bit wide. That might have lost him a bit of time. How aggressive does he take? The final corner, very aggressive, just keeps it on track.
Oh, he lost it. He lost all his time in that final sector. And that's it, Tommy's out. Has Ayub managed to cross the line in time? He has. Ayub managed to cross the line in time. So there was a big quali glitch there. I think it might be more than 40 seconds this time. Yeah, Ayub's still on that, but he's locked up a bit there, isn't he? Yeah, he locked up a little bit down into there as well. In sector 2 at the moment, he's going to absolutely push it. He might as well. He's got nothing to lose here. He's going to be out if he doesn't find the time. He needs to find 8 temps at least, doesn't he? Just sorting his line out at the moment as well. Losing the rear end a little bit here. He's really fighting his car very Ayub. In the braking zone, he's 2 temps down this time. I don't know if he lost a lot of time in the final sector on his first run.
He might have backed
just
out
seen Chalkers set another lap. He's gone up to P4. Good time there from Chalkers.
Very good time.
Be interesting to see if he did make a mistake in sector 3 on his first lap, because he needs to find a lot of time. He needs to find about a second in this sector.
He's taken it very tidy so far.
Yeah, it has been a tidy sector so far, isn't it? I'll say if he had a crap first sector on his first lap, it could be okay here. But I think he might be okay. I think he'd be out here. And he is, yeah, 17th for AM,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Good effort load, good final sector on his debut.
It was a very good debut, but also well done to Dylan to get through to Q2.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's scary is I've seen Sligo and TT get into the 33s. So that's the second fastest he is now.
That's ridiculous, isn't it, those times? Look at that time from Sligo. And they're so close between Black Box, Epic Animal and Chalkers and Lynx. The Chalkers did extra time towards the end. Good to see him put a good lap together. But we know Black Box, Epic Animal and Lynx got more time. The question is, has Sligo got more time? Because I wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I reckon Black Box got a lot more time. I think he's only like 4/10 off him in TT.
Yeah, it's irrelevant TT, isn't it? It's absolutely
All about
nothing
the
to do with racing. But Champions League so far, pole position, Sligo's got 5 this season. Black Box has had 2, Lynx has had 1, Sam's had 1, Epic the Animals had 1. That was obviously last week, so only 5 drivers have got pole position so far. Yeah, it's, just seems to be the same drivers, doesn't it, towards the top in this league. Premier League's completely different, isn't it? But yeah,
Premier League is very, very mixed.
it's
But then
only,
we have had some very interesting champions races.
in terms of the results, though, in the race, it's only Nunda and Death Dragon that have not finished in the top 5 in a race this season out of all the drivers we have here. So when it comes to the race, the bit that matters, it is a bit of a mix, isn't it? Even German, at least Kez didn't crash in Q1 this time, saying KD. Yeah, of course, that was a big shock on Thursday, wasn't it? When that happened, made it a battle between him and Dan Murphy from the back all the way. So the cars are going to the medium tyres, which implies to me it's going to be a dry race. German's in the chat, Black Box in the chat, so I wonder if they can let us know if it and confirm if it is going to be a dry race. We think it will be, but yeah, it'd be good to let us know so it doesn't keep us wondering. Anyway, who's first out? The Haas drivers are both out on track. There was a bit of a battle going on there,
Black
wasn't there?
Box in the chat.
Who's
Black
that?
Box
Sly Guy
handbagging.
battling with him? Oh, Sly Guy makes a move on Andenge. Lovely overtake that. He can't wait to
German's
race,
going
can
to
he?
see
He's
China.
going for it already.
Yeah, he's keen.
Absolutely loves it, he does. Andenge's on the medium tyres, Epic Animals on the medium, Silly Sliders on the softs. Don't forget, if they're on the softs early on, they might be going for a scrub run, so it might not be their actual time. Of course, if you get through this session, you have to start on the tyres that you set your fastest lap on. As I'm sure everyone
Tommy.
knows. Evening to Tommy. Will it be
King
snow?
says, will it
Saying
be
King.
snow?
One of Black Box's fans. Well, I'm sure if it was snowing, Black Box would still be finding a way to get on that podium. And you know, Sly Guy's going to slow them down now a little bit behind. I wonder if Anden's going to try and get back past him. Oh, yeah, no real shock off seeing Q1. I mean, Siege crashing out is a bit of a shame. Obviously, Death Dragon as well. You wouldn't be shocked if they went out in terms of pace, though, would you? To be honest, but yeah, shame it ended how it did for them. It ended here for one of them, didn't it? Where Andenge now
Ford
starts
side
his lap.
racing validated his
He
next
has,
lap.
yeah. We think it might be a scrub run anyway, but he's invalidated already, so he'll still do it. He'll still go for the lap. I mean, still try and get the practice in for his Q3 runs. Should he get there? I say should he get there. You'd think he'd get there. Tommy going to finish ahead of Keza. Is Luke's prediction. Oh, yeah. Tommy obviously struggled last night. He's out in Q1 here as well tonight, so he's got a bit of a watching brief for the next half an hour or so, which is not a bad thing really. I'd much prefer watch this than racing it in terms of the Champions League, because I'd be
Plus
last
he's got
by
free
myself,
time,
and this is absolutely fantastic to watch. And then on the medium tyres, and yeah, I'd love to get through release. Personally, I'd save the mediums to the end of the session, but this guy's tyre wear is fantastic as well. You don't really want to be starting on 2 or 3 lap old softs around here, do you? Some other tracks on this game, it's not so bad, the tyre wear. And tyre wear's not as bad here as it has been on previous games, but even still, it's a long lap. If you're starting on 2 lap old softs, you're going to be wanting a pit early.
You're looking at pitting
not
at lap
ideal.
5 to lap 6 in a race.
With the likelihood of a safety car being quite high as well. It might not be the worst thing in the world. You might see some drivers just try and guarantee them a place in Q3 and do as much as they can, and then lose the rear end a little bit there. But he keeps it under control. They're clipping that curve going to the bridge. They're getting so close to the wall. I wonder if that's how Death Dragon crashed, if he turned in too early. how Black Box crashed. Oh, and Anden spins. Oh, he's just saved it.
And
He saved it from going the
lucky
wall.
boy saved that.
Yeah, we saw obviously Black Box last week in qualifying. Turned into the castle too early and then went straight on the wall. And if Death Dragon did the same thing into the bridge,
Yeah, you
then
get a lot
as
of
Epic Yan was a
understeer going into the
135
tunnel.
on the medium tyres. That's a fantastic time for medium tyres.
That's an
Nunda's on
amazing
137 through on a softs. I think it might be a scrub run. Same for Dylan.
Yeah,
it's definitely
they're
a
all
scrub run.
scrub runs.
Kezza's
Again,
on
oh,
the mediums,
Kez B.
1.1 off Epic the Animal. But that's a great time for Epic the Animal, and he should be through with that. He went for the softs, didn't he, last week? We knew he was quick enough because he had no slide guy, and Lynx and Black Box are both already out. But he still went for the softs, even though he'd have easily got through in the mediums last week. Like I say, he won the race out of it, so the right strategy in the end, but guaranteeing
Maybe
obviously
he's
now
got
we'll
that
probably start on
confidence
the
on the
medium
inside.
20. Max and
Yeah, he's got
validated,
confidence
Sly
on
Guy
the
is
good
going again
result.
on the soft tyres. Sloth is also on softs, he's invalidated again. I presume it'd just be a scrub run for Sloth anyway. Sam is also on softs, weaving about low, not using his deployment, so that is a scrub run for him. Lynx, same for him, scrub run, you tell because his deployment's on 100%. Yellow flag just for cars moving out of the way. Chalkers,
Luke says
again,
Tommy for
doesn't
top
care
6
about it,
result.
it's just setting a scrub lap. Arda is in 5th. I think he is now going for this lap as well. He might be trying to get through in the softs here. I won't crash on the same curb again, saying Tommy. I think that's a little hint there that Tommy's going to be completely avoiding that curve in the race.
Yeah. I generally do anyway. It's very difficult in a race. You've got a lot of understeer going into that
This is
bridge
what I was saying.
section.
If you try and avoid these curves, it's such a big swing into the corners. You can lose it under the traction if you avoid the curve. So it's really you've got to judge it perfectly.
But it's just a risk versus reward in the race. You
That's
can
what I mean,
maybe
sometimes-
afford to avoid it.
Just seeing Sam
if you're
set
being
so
a train.
there's a risk avoiding the curves. We'll show you through, but obviously where Tommy crashed yesterday, we're now on board with Arda. Sorry again, Tommy, but yeah, it's this bit. If you avoid that curve, you've really got to swing that car in again, haven't you? And then you can slide into the wall and get wing damage. So either way in that section, whether you hit the curb or try and avoid the curb, there's going to be something risking you. Black Box is
Katie
now out
wants to call it the Tommy Sling.
to the top. I like that. Black Box on a lap, then
I
he's
think
on the
I
soft
like it,
tyres. I wonder if he's going for this Black Box on the soft tyres. Alternative strategy maybe.
Arda's going for a lap on the soft. so
Arda is
it's
going
gonna
fast, we were on board with
push
Arda,
in.
but we noticed Tommy's on his lap, German's on his lap, he's going to cross the line in a minute though. We've also got Sloth, he's just on the soft tyres doing a scrub run, but German's definitely not doing a scrub run, he's trying to get through on the mediums here, he's back across the line, German, he's up to P2, he's 7/10 of Epic the Animal, slowed out there from Sloth as we knew, and Arda goes up to P4 on the soft tyres, and he won't be, well, whether it was a scrub lap or not, he won't be going through with it, no way. That won't be quick
Yeah,
enough,
well,
unfortunately for him.
yeah.
Sam's invalidated. V Robbie's back across the line. Liss is on the soft tyres and he's up into P2. Still half a second off Epic the Animal. Gets ahead of German. That could be important for V Robbie, who struggled the last couple of weeks after signs of showing improving pace the middle stage of the season. But yeah, now as we approach the we're only a few races from the 3/4 distance. Yeah, he has struggled the last couple of laps with Menace Max on the mediums up to P6. Yeah, he was struggled to get through that, won't he? Sloth in 9th then, just doing his scrub run still. Sam's going to come in the pits and abort that. And
Black
then in
Box
13th,
is,
Black Box is next, yeah.
Going into the tunnel.
So yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
gonna
using his
go in the
deployment.
end,
We
I
think he's going to start the softs here. We think he's going for this lap. Whether he'll back off towards the end or not, we don't know. But look how close he gets to the wall, using the whole of the
Then
track
that's
limits.
very tidy, that.
Turns in as well. Didn't get this far in qualifying last week. He's up to P1 now, 1:35.0.
35.
So yeah, that's a lot more time than he had in Q1. He's probably got more time than that as well, because he knows if he's going for the softs, he'll easily get through in Q2, as he will do now. 4/10 quick and Epic Yano on the mediums. Difference around it. What's happened?
Sector 2 yellow flag.
Something just come flying up my
See
screen.
Menace Max going slowly.
Yeah, it's just going slowly. It's absolutely fine. I think he's on a slow down lap, isn't he? Yep. Arda in 6th, then just a bit further ahead. Same thing for him. Yeah, V Robbie went up to 3rd, by the way, as we saw earlier on. You should think he'd be through with that. You think German would be through with that as well. Kezza and below not too sure, especially the driver still yet to set times. And then just going to be the next one to set his time though. On the medium tyres, second one on there, he's up to 5th. Goes ahead of Kezza. Again, that's questionable whether he'll get through or not.
I think you'll need a bit faster time than a 36.4 to get through.
Yeah,
German might be safe.
Keza and Arda, I'm not sure we're safe yet. Keza's already flicked to the soft tyres. Don't forget Lynx and Sly Guy and Chalkers haven't set laps there. Neither Sam, neither Sloth, and they're 5 drivers in the top half of the stands, which I'm not sure Chalkers is, but we know he's pace worthy of it. So, yeah, I really don't think Keza or the Alpha Tauri is going to be safe there. And Andenge, I'm not too sure. Not too sure Andenge will be safe there. Is he going for back-to-back laps? No, he's not. He's backed off, isn't he? But yeah, this is a bit of a quiet stage of the session now, isn't it? Max is going again, I think, on those mediums, just to try and push himself a bit further up. Yeah, Dylan has a bit just ahead of Max.
He's on the mediums as well.
Yeah, Dylan is on the mediums. Yeah, man. Like I said last night, Argentina started 11th. He qualified, and it was you and someone else. Can't remember who. You and Sweet MJP got through to Q3 on the soft tyres. You started 9th and 10th on old softs. Argentina 11th on fresh mediums, and easily Argentina was in a better place. We said that on the stream, and yeah, within a couple of corners, it was a few places ahead of you both. You've got to be really careful what decision you make if you do want to get through the Q3, because if you're 11th or 12th on fresh mediums, you're in a better place than being 9th or 10th on fresh softs. And you got with someone like, I don't know, let's pick an example. Well, it's not really to pick here, to be honest. They're all top drivers, but if I was in this session, if I put the soft tyres on, I probably still wouldn't get through, to be honest, but obviously I'd have a good advantage being on the softs. I might scrape a 9th or 10th to get through, but then I wouldn't qualify any faster than the drivers going through in Q3. I'd be starting 9th or 10th on old softs, and you know, what's the point? Might as well be 11th or 12th on fresher tyres. Anyway, Dylan's now going to cross the line on the medium tyres. He's up to P9. Yeah, unlikely he's going to get through with that. Max a bit further back coming to the pits. I wonder if he'll change over to the softs. Exactly that.
It depends if they want to go for a 2-stop, or maybe if they want to go for medium hard in a race as well.
Alibi Ascari.
Yesterday.
Absolutely, yeah. Alibi Ascari, Cryptic Castle, Shadow Chicane, Wall of Denzo, and McKenty Curb.
Better than
yeah, we need to think of some more, don't we? What we got now? Got to think of one for the old Tommy Sling. Oh, and Dylan's going to get wide there, isn't he? So at least he's the only car actually on a lap. No, he's not on a lap really, is he? So we've got no one actually on a lap but Sly Guy. Here we go, we'll watch Sly Guy's lap on the medium tyres. This will be good to watch. Just look at him. He practices, and this is why he's as good as he is. He doesn't make mistakes, does he? Although if there is a track that makes mistakes, this is one of them.
Advantage of the whole track.
Just look how he turns in every corner. It's like it's a machine doing it. It's like he's just got it in AI, the AI on 150. Because it just doesn't go into the wall. It doesn't invalidate. It takes every... Oh, he lost a real tiny bit there, didn't he?
He's getting a bit of a twitcher.
But, yeah, it won't be a cost, yeah, that's for sure. Turns in perfectly, opens it up. I love that bit where the wall just opens up. Really nice bit to drive around. I like Singapore personally because they got podium on Thursday. But I like driving this track, I really enjoy it. Turns in quite early there, the Sly Guy avoids that Tommy curb. Yeah, it's look how, just how smooth the car sounds as well, just how smooth that gearbox is. No mistakes there at all, is there? He's just flying around, making it look easy.
He's taking
other cars on laps, so might as well. Lynx and Chalkers on the mediums as well. They're also starting their laps, and they're committing to mediums. There's no time for them to come in and change to the softs. At Black Box going for a completely different strategy to most here at the start. We think V-Robbie will get through on those soft tyres as well. Sly Guy's now in the bridge then, turning in. Yeah, so close to the wall. This is the last tricky bit, isn't it? Can easily slide off this like we saw Randenge do earlier. And then the final corner of death. Sly Guy gets over it, Max is the tyres, Sly Guy crosses the line, and he's up to P2, 135.3. Sly Guy's in P2, only 3 tenths off Black Box time. We've seen German going 4. Sly Guy's only 3 tenths off Black Box time on the soft tyres, so yeah, that's worrying signs for everyone else around Sly Guy. But German in P4 on the medium tyres, he needs to do an extra run. I'm not sure we did, but he should be through with that now anyway. Ahead of V-Robbie and Andenge. Andenge is going for the soft tyres, so Kez is on the lap on the softs. What can Chalkers and Lynx do? Lynx is going to be first to set his time, not far ahead of Chalkers. He needs to put it close to his teammate, if not ahead of his teammate. What can he do? I think it'll be close. It's not that close. It's 2 tenths off it. He's up to 6. What about Chalkers? He's next across the line. He's up to 7. I'm not sure Lynx is safe.
Especially with a soft runner.
Definitely not sure Chalkers is. Andenge's out on the softs. Kez is out on the softs. And then there's only on the mediums, but he's gaining time.
Sloth's out on the softs as well.
Sloth's also on the softs, yeah. Sam on the mediums too. Now going for a lap as well. Don't put it past Sam. beating Lynx this time. Definitely not. He's definitely capable of it.
Sam's very quick.
He's very quick, isn't he? We know what Sam's capable of. He's been on pole this season, so. And then Keza, then he's going to be the first one across the line, a bit further back though. Yeah, we know the top 4 are through, that's for sure. But at the moment,
Keza's up by
90% of sure the rest. We know Menace Max is out. We know Arda's out as well. Both AlphaTauris will be out of this session. One's in the pits, and one's retired. Wilson Wall, which one's that
now
then?
pushing the limits.
The Tommy Twist, yeah, Tommy's Twist, that's it.
Yeah. The Wilson Wall, I think.
Just read that one out, you deaf.
With the default.
There goes
Yeah,
Keza.
getting the default set though, P2.
Oh, yeah, taking a lot of that final curve. Across the line, Keza, he's up to P4. Pushes Lynx down another place. Is Lynx going again, though? No, Lynx invalidated. So is Chalkers. I'm not sure they are going again. Nunda's going to be next, but he's invalidated his time, so it's going to be Sloth. Sloth, who's on the soft tyres. You'd expect him to get through, wouldn't you? Can he get ahead of Lynx? Oh, has he backed off? Yeah, he's backed off, isn't he? So he's going for another lap here, Sloth. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere. He decided to back off and then go for another one. And then now starting his lap as well. Sam's a little bit further back.
They're both on the lap. He was right behind.
We've got a McLaren about across the line, which is Lynx. Is he coming in the pits? He is coming to pits. So Lynx is definitely in danger. Oh, but yeah, Nunda and Arda are both. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he might be okay. He might be okay, Lynx. Sam perhaps across the line, nearly invalidated at the final corner. What can he do? He's only 9th, Sam, unfortunately, so he could be in trouble there, Sam. Nunda, Arda and Max are all going to be out. Let's have a look at Dylan. Where's Dylan? And then on the soft tyres. He might not need to set that time yet, though. Oh, Dylan's, huge switch. Dylan's not going to be through. He's not going to be through.
Sam's going to be safe, so it's just going to be Sloth.
It's all on Sloth. And Sloth's hit the wall. Sloth's hit the wall.
Has he got damage?
The car just didn't stop, did it? I think he might have damage. Yeah, he's backed off. That's it, it's all done. Bit of an anticlimactic end, isn't there?
Through.
Yeah, Dylan's obviously, Dylan's backed off his lap as well. He knows. That's it then. And Denji's safe. So if he's listening to the stream, why wouldn't he be listening to the stream? But he'd know that he can back off now. He is safely through on those medium tyres that he set his first one. So it's V Robbie, Keza and Black Box through on the softs. And then will he go for the softs? So will he go for a different strategy
and
here?
He's still pushing it.
He is. We obviously ain't listening to the stream, is he? Unless he he's deciding to go for the soft tyres, which I don't know why he would. Has he backed off?
No, for an early VSC.
No, he's not. He's not backed off.
Oh,
that's strange.
Wow.
It's his own strategy though. He's chosen to start on the
ladies
soft
and gentlemen.
tyres. Chosen to start on the soft. So yeah, it's a strange one, but he might prove us wrong. Can I get a corner at Kota saying Epic the Animal? Well, I think it's America. Like I say, it's American Grand Prix tonight, and in real life it is anyway. And then next week, of course, we will be in the USA. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be looking forward to that one. Nunda in 11th, as like I say, is a good place to start. He could have put the softs on and probably got 9th or 10th. In fact, if Nunda put the softs on, I think he got higher than that. It's a good time for Nunda on the mediums, in all honesty. But I'd much rather be 11th there where Nunda is fresh tyre choice and be 9th or 10th on the softs, which yeah, I think a couple might be. I'm going to go for V Robbie and Andenge to start 9th and 10th in qualifying. They'll be on the softs and Nunda to be past them soon in the race. Club KD is one I could add. Yeah.
Also depends on the start as well. Like I lost a couple of positions because, well, at the start it's a very tight turn one. Rather than back out and get damage.
Pile drived it down in turn one. I did. I usually start at the back, but I qualified because I'd have been 15th if I started at the back, simply because the amount of people that crashed or retired early on. So I went for it. I was starting 10th. I was in 7th by turn one. I always get a good start this game. It's a shame I never really get to use it because I prefer to start towards the back. But anyway, I'll try and set up this pole position pole. I wonder which four we're going to put in for it, and I wonder who's going to win it. Yeah, well, pole position pole, not apple and orange pole. Pole position. Last week's winner of pole position, Epic the Animal. We got one-time pole position this season in Lynx. We got Black Box there as well, and then of course we have got Silly Sly Guy is the other one. I will stick down an option for other because you never know. As we've seen, we got other people in Q3 that capable. German's got a race win this season. Sam Smith's obviously got a pole position this season, hasn't he? You've got 3 minutes. Get your votes in now. Who's first out? Who's gonna? It's usually Sly Guy, and it is Sly Guy again. Sly Guy's first out. He's going to be the one then that gets priority over the TV cameras. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching his lap.
For Sly Guy already.
Jake will keep you updated on the pole position poll, but
Yeah,
most of them going out
and
the
one
track.
for Black Box.
And then Sam and German, only 3 left in the pits. Yeah, it's obviously it's a long lap, isn't it? So whether they'll get time to do 2 laps on one run I'm not too sure. So we've seen a lot of tracks. Sly Guy pole saying Tommy. Yeah, well, look at the votes. Sly Guy's overwhelmingly taken at the moment, isn't he?
They're all bunched up, ready.
Sly Guy going to get
start
overtaken
their
here by
first lap.
Lynx. Sly Guy's really holding him up, isn't he? He's trying to sort it out here, isn't he? Holding them up,
I'm
backing them off.
surprised Lynx is trying to push it as well, because these tyres heat up so quickly on this
Lynx
track.
letting Black Box
You want to
through.
keep them as cool as possible.
Mind games here. These mind games we're seeing. It comes
I
down to
think
everything
these are
around it.
mind
The
games,
margins
yeah.
are so small. Margins are so tight. And there he goes, really backed off now. Sly Guy's gone for it, and look at the traffic we've got. And it is the top 4
Margins aren't tight
drivers.
in the pole though.
It is the top
7
4.
votes for Sly Guy.
It is the top 4 drivers that are going first, isn't it? The first ones to be setting their laps. Might have cold tyres cut them though, because Sly Guy's managed to put away in sector 3, and it's a great start to the lap as well. First couple of corners been absolutely perfect from it. Oh, he's taking a bit of a slide there though, but it's not too much of a problem. Both Red
not a
Bulls really
disadvantage
slowing down
in
the final
Singapore,
sector.
keeping
Sly
the
Guy on
ball.
his lap then. Can't hear what you're saying, Jake, but Tommy says Sly Guy pole. DRS is open then. Moss at sector 1 time is a 26.2. That's incredible. Turns in then. Just pushing it to the margins all the way, isn't he? Clipping every curb that he needs to, avoiding every wall somehow, even though he's pretty much kissing them all the time, isn't he? Opens up into that little gap we're seeing, now down into the Singapore sling. The silly Sly Guy clips over the curb, little bit of a lock up, won't matter at all. Turns in, almost 4 wheels over, avoids the Tommy twist, and down into the heavy braking zone. Turns nicely. It's really
Very
difficult
close.
to accelerate out here. He does it really nicely though. DRS open, the second DRS zone that we have. And Sly Guy then down to the braking zone. Lovely little turn there, opens it up nicely. Acceleration for him is so key. Just accelerates away so quickly, no losing the rear at all. And this lap's been absolutely perfect. One little wobble in sector 1 coming out of turn 2, but that was it. Now into the bridge. Final few corners now. I can't see him making any mistake here. He really does. Again, turning over nicely, almost kissing the wall. Absolutely flying along. Comes out the final corner, takes a lot of the curb, crosses the line. 134.3. Silly Sly Guy, pole position.
What a lap.
I think so. Black Box might have something to say about that. Has he been sandbagging? He crosses the line, and he's only 2 tenths off Black Box. Lynx is half a second off Black Box. But wow, that's an incredible effort there. And who's dropped back then? Where's Effort the Animal? Oh, he's only on an outlap. I
In
thought
the
it was.
pole, Sly
it was
Guy's
close.
won it with 9 votes, and Epic the Animal and Black Box are the only ones to get votes as well, and they've only had 1 each.
Wow,
No
yeah.
one voted for Other or Lynx.
Chalkers and Keza, they both on laps here. I don't know what's happened there, but the Chalkers, yeah, it's messed
Epic
up
the
on his
Animal
lap.
isn't
I
happy
don't know
in
if
the
they came
chat.
together.
Epic Animal's not happy in chat. He said he doesn't like the queue, and he said start your lap or get out of the way, basically.
Yeah, Effort the Animal not happy with the
he's
queuing.
got something to say about it.
But,
But is that the mind games? Is that the mind games?
And
working?
Denge on a lap then in sector
with
3.
driving.
Flips the final curb. Oh, he's got out of deployment early, but he's up to
Nice.
P4, 7 tenths off Link. So, yeah, but the Animal obviously saying he's not too happy about the cars queuing up. It really cools the tyres down, doesn't it? Towards the end. So I don't know if Epic the Animal came in and then changed his tyres again. Sam's had a lot of that corner, I like that. But,
We are English, queuing up is what we do. Well, not too
oh
wrong
god,
there.
yeah, toilet roll, everything we queue up for here. But yeah, I mean, it is mind games, though, isn't it? When is this tight and competitive? They're entitled to do it, of course.
Not against the
So
rules.
yeah, it's trying to affect other people. That's the main thing. It's obviously you don't want to cool the tyres down that much yourself. It's just trying to get that pole position for yourself and cool your rivals' tyres down a little bit. I know we see Lewis Hamilton do it to Verstappen a few weeks ago, and I personally am not a big fan of it, but yeah, it's within the F1 rules they can do it. unfortunately. Oh, and he's clouted up. He took a bit of that curve, didn't he? Clouted that barrier there, Sam Swift. And he comes out the final corner, Sam, across the line, up to P4. Good up there from Sam.
It's a decent lap by Sam.
I swear Jake always tries and talks every time I start taking it through a lap. I know we can hear what the hell he's saying. Chalker's coming through sector 3, obviously going slowly. I think he's just saving up for another lap. He's got his teammate close behind. Kezza is there, and that's B Robbie. Is he also coming in the pits? I think he is. He didn't want to get held up by Kezza, did he? Good overtake there going to the pit lane. I like that from B Robbie. Both Mercedes, both Red Bull into Q3, of course. Epic the Animal is now on his lap, so we'll. There you go. We'll let Jake do some talking. Oh, he's invalidated.
Oh, as I say that, he's just.
Alright, maybe Epic the Animal didn't want to hear you talk. He said no to that. That's what I don't like about this game. He got invalidated for losing time there. That's not. It's not fair. It's not a fair invalidation at all. Because he'd have lost 2 tenths by hitting the barrier and then trying to straighten up again. But it's still invalidated his time. Salt in the wounds that. Yeah, he's
I don't think anyone's
the top 2 are close. If Sly Guy messes up his final lap but doesn't get a final run in for whatever reason, then Black Box is right there, isn't he? Ready to pounce. Epic the Animal's going to come in the pits. He's got his teammate right in front as well, trying to hold him up a bit more.
German's on a lap in sector 1.
He's on a lap indeed.
Taking it quite nicely.
And he's invalidated, surely.
Oh,
he must have backed off the track then. Backed off the track, that's why.
He is using all the road.
Oh, it's close.
Taking very nicely. As he nearly kisses that barrier, he's using the whole track. No doubt about it. Takes that curve very nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if he. Oh, he's so close to the barrier, but he's just on limits. He takes that very nicely. It goes a bit wide, but it's not too bad taking that one wide if you keep the speed. It's looking like the lap's alright, but I think he's going to have to go for another run if he's going to want to get a decent lap, and he's taken a few of these corners wide. How's his sector 3 going to be? He's taking some curves, so it's not too bad. How much does he risk it into the tunnel? He takes a lot of that curve. Neat and tidy. He's coming up into the final chicane. Takes a lot of curve there as well. Looking for, and he hits the barrier. Is he going to have enough time to get back into the pits to set another lap? I don't think he will.
I wonder if he got damage from that. Everyone else in the pits. German's racing to get back to the pits now, isn't he? He's not going to do it though. He won't be able to get back to the pits in time. There's no way.
But I don't think he will.
No way at all.
I think that's too much.
There's a 40-second glitch, but I don't think we do. No way he's getting back in time. Everyone else in the pits then. It's a matter of seeing who's going to come out first. We've got a Red Bull
we're seeing
coming out.
Coming out of the pits.
And then it's Black Box behind as well, so we'll watch Black Box go around, because he is the one, isn't he? That's the main challenger to Sly Guy for pole position at the moment.
Yeah, he's looking quite quick. Only 2 tenths off him.
Just look at the gaps.
We see Link set a bigger time.
Look at the gaps.
Time, sorry.
2 seconds separating the top 8. That's crazy.
I think that'll get a lot closer. I know it's a big track, but I reckon some of these guys haven't put in their best performance in yet. I think the gap's going to close up a lot more. I wouldn't be surprised if Lynx is a lot closer to the top 2.
Yeah, race pace. Lynx, we know, he said this season his qualifying not the best in this game. It's his race pace is his main thing.
Race pace is
obviously much better than qualifying pace, because race is where the points are won. Link's also on outlap now. Sly Guy's still sat in the pit, so he's Epic the Animal at the moment, so hope they get out quickly.
Black Box being very aggressive on his outlap.
Yeah, I've got Haas now going out, but it might be Andenge as well. Yellow flags for Red Bull. Slow on their outlap. Yeah, German's not going to make it back to the pits, unfortunately. He might have damage. We think he's got damage where he clouted that wall. Black Box is outlap close to the wall. Careful not putting the wall. I think we'll see German retiring the pits here. I don't think yeah, he has. But he's not too happy with that Q3, unfortunately. Oh, Black Box has just clouted the wall. I wonder if he's got more damage.
He's taking the outlap very aggressive. Is he going to have to come in?
No, he's not.
He's still going for it. He must be alright, but he looks like he's found the steering.
Here goes Black Box up then. Everyone else is on outlap apart from German, who retired in the pits. Black Box on his lap then. We didn't see his first lap. Oh, he's invalidated. He must have slight damage. I'm sure he must have slight damage.
He did look understeering.
Because that was he just didn't have any downforce there at all. I wonder if he's going to try and get back to the pits.
Not
try and get back to the pits, but try and get back round. If we have a little quali glitch, Oh look, it's 1:08 on the clock and 24 seconds. That adds up to 1:32. If we have a few seconds worth of a quali glitch. Oh no, he's completely backed off. He must have damage here, Black Box, because he's completely backed off. He's not even going to try and get back. So Black Box, we said if Sly Guy messes up his final run, Black Box will be there ready to pounce. But unfortunately, Black Box has. And we said, be careful, you might get wing damage on your outlap. And that's what he did it. The next lap.
He's pushed it too much. There was no
Links
lead
on his lap. Links is now on his lap then.
Kezabee's halfway through his lap already in sector 2.
He is, yeah. Oh, Link's already sliding a little bit in the first sector. But yeah, can he get half a second to Black Box though? That's the question. Can he try and find half a second? That was a big ask, especially after already a little slide in sector 1. I think Sly Guy here, he looks like he has the bolt, doesn't he? He's 6th for the season by the looks of it. But you never know. Yeah, Links is half a tenth down in sector 1. He's going to run wide, tad there, and he invalidates. Links invalidates the Black Box, and Links could be in danger now.
Coming up.
There's a big amount of time though. There's a big amount of time to the cars behind. Like I say, Kez is half a second up, but he's 1.3 seconds off Links, even who's in 3rd, and Links is 7/10 off pole himself at the moment. But both Black Box and Links messing up their final run. Kez is about to cross the line. He goes up to P4. It's a great time there for Kez. A fair play to him. And there is Black Box coming to pits. Really unfortunate for him. The next one is Links. Unfortunately, as we know, he's invalidated. So next is going to be Chalkers. Not set a proper time yet in this session. He could take P3 here. We saw him have good pace in Q1. He can take P3 here if he has a good run. Not seen obviously sector 1, but it's been neat since we've been on board with him. DRS is open. Black Box took damage on the outlap. He's such an idiot, he's saying, and we saw it here in sector 3. He nearly did hit the wall at one point already in the lap, and that's when we mentioned he's got to be careful because you can so easily get wing damage on your outlap round here. And then 2 corners later, he did get damage on his outlap. And Links for tying the pits, at least for Black Box. Links invalidated his lap, and Chalkers, because he just backed off completely of his lap. Yeah, he invalidated, didn't he? That's why.
V-Rob is half second off on his lap.
Silly Sly Guy's next. He doesn't need to go out, I don't think, but he's going to go for it. Can he get close to the 133s? Oh, stop it. Surely not. Andenger's going to be next though, and he's invalidated. Oh, he slowed down, Andenger, unfortunately. So Andenger not going for it either. Silly Sly Guy. Let's just watch this for the sheer hell of it. He could get in the 133s here. This would be ridiculous if he does. 100 bits if he does. Silly Sly Guy lane's about to cross the line. Can he get in the 133s? Yes, he can by 9,000th of a second. He's up into P1. And Eckert the Animals in P3, 134.9, gets ahead of Links. That's really, Black Box will be happy about that. V-Robbie crosses the line in 5th. Kezza's not going again. Sam Swift and 7th invalidated his lap, unfortunately. And that is it then. Chalkers couldn't get a lap in. German invalidated, didn't get back to the pits in time, and then just didn't do his final run. Sam invalidated. Kezza did his one early on, P6 for him. V-Robbie really took advantage of a few mistakes there on the final runs to get to P5. He's only a few tenths off 3rd in the end. Links down to 4th after that invalidation, allowed Epic the Animal to get up to P3. The top 4, in the end of all that, to say the top 4 that we expected. Black Box keeps that 2nd, but Sly Guy P1 133, and like I say, I'll stick me 100 bits in for that. He's costing me there, Sly Guy, 9,000ths of a second to get into 133s, and he does it by nearly 6/10 in the end because Black Box messed up obviously on the outlap. That's an incredible time, absolutely incredible there from Silly Sly Guy. Loving that. What a time. Black Box still 2nd though. Epic Animal 3rd. Links in 4th. V-Robbie, yeah, really good from him in 5th, especially where he didn't look like he's got too much pace today, but that's fantastic from him. Kezza in 6th for the championship. Driver obviously earned a full-time seat a couple of weeks ago, so fair play to Kezza as well. Yeah, Sam in 7th, unfortunately invalidated his final run. I think he could have been really challenging up 3rd or 4th. Yeah, Epic Animal, I'm not happy with people slowing down in sector 3. Yeah, of course, that's the thing, isn't it? Especially when it's a street circuit, there's no way through, is there? Just weaving, blocking the track. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to sit there and let your tyres get cold. Unfortunately, which is, yeah, it must be really annoying for him. But anyway, onwards and upwards to the race. Evening to Theo. Good to see he's in for the race start. Yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a spectacle and a half. This, I almost don't want there to be a formation lap because I just can't wait for it to be started. If it was Bradfield setting up a lobby, there probably wouldn't be a formation lap. But hopefully Slayer's not that bad.
No, I have the formation lap on, so it should be on. The gaps in qualifying were quite big compared to usual, but in the race pace, some of these guys might be a lot closer. We might see Lynx actually a lot closer to Sly Guy and Black Box's pace.
And yeah, practice for the American Grand Prix just finished, and quickest driver is Sergio Perez again. But Verstappen and Hamilton, they were quicker, but they got their lap times invalidated, so that's why Perez is first. Obviously, Bottas has got that 5-place grid penalty as well. So yeah, look, been good this weekend, Perez has. There we go then. Cars are out on the track in their grid spots. Get all that jazz set up. Yeah, Black Box in second though on those soft tyres. He's got to try and get past Sly Guy, isn't he? I see. It's a task and a half, isn't it? If Sly Guy doesn't pull away too much from him, the worst thing Black Box wants is to stay close to the animal lengths. Whether he'll do soft hard or go for a two-stopper at Black Box, I think he might be going for a two-stopper. I think if he's committing to the softs when he could have got through on the mediums, he's chose to get through on the softs, not like he had to use them. And I think that might be a committed two-stopper there, but I could be wrong. He might think he can get past Sly Guy at the start and then go for it. There he goes. Even the ones on the mediums might be going for a two-stop, you never know. Black Box there. V-Rob in Keza 5th and 6th as well, so Lynx and Epic the Animal got to watch out at the start too. Sam Swift in 7th and Andenge there in 9th on the soft tyres as well. Sam obviously on the medium. Oh, and Lynx and V-Rob have been disqualified. We rarely see this. People get disqualified in the formation lap. Not this season anyway. Last season it was a common thing, it happened all the time, but haven't seen that for a while. And yeah, Lynx and V-Rob, we might get some cold tyres and set on that track. Let's go, Tommy saying. Cryptic, yeah, further down we've got Nunda and Odd on the hard tyres, 11th and 12th, and yeah, that's a great idea. I'd be doing the exact same, I'm sure. Oh no, it's Nunda lagging, isn't it? I thought it just went flying the wall. Ayub Khan and DJ Death Dragon also on the hard tyres, so both Ferraris on the hards. Now that might come to haunt them if they're close together on the track and want to pit at the same time. But Keza here, if Lynx and V-Rob have got cold tyres, Keza is in a good place here. Can keep his tyres nice and warm, possibly make up a couple of positions off the start. He's got a car on the mediums behind him as well, so he hasn't got to worry too much about that after getting purchased off the line. Good luck all, saying Fungi hates Twitch. And yeah, I'm sure people are going to need a bit of luck round here as well. It took a bit of luck for Knowles. He did win last night with Farf holding everyone up for him to let him win, but yeah, it was a great drive for Knowles anyway last night. I'm glad to see him get a win, but they're all taking up now their places on the grid.
I'm back, just got a drink, so I'm sure this is going to be an action-packed race.
I hope so. But watch Black Box off the start. Just keep your eyes on. Yeah, I don't think Sly will be bothered too much if he gets past him. He knows his tyres will soon go off, but yeah, just watch it. And what's this Red Bull just stuck? Whose Red Bull is just sat still? What's Chalkers doing here? His car is just sat still on the track. Oh, it's reset itself. He's just sat still, Chalkers. My AI car stopped, saying Chalkers. Oh, for goodness sake. What on earth's happened there? You have to leave a session and Chalkers and then try and join back. If it's just stuck then. Should let them join back. I'll say Jake's there watching as well, so you can send your spare invite if needed.
Yeah.
I think I'm bugged, saying Chalkers. Yeah, he's going to have to leave the session. Or close down the app and get himself, and then we'll get him back in. Because yeah, that car is completely stopped, and this is another Codemasters glitch I've never seen. Blaze had it in Russia, gonna have to be a restart, saying Sloth. It won't fix it, oh, for fuck's sake. Has Chalkers left yet?
I can't invite him until he leaves.
What's that?
I can't invite him until
you won't be able
leaves.
to invite him at all because he's already been in the session. So I wonder if Chalkers left. Don't think leaving works. We'll see what it does, if he does, obviously. But yeah, Chalkers not left yet. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, tyres are getting cold, so people won't be too happy about this. But yeah, Chalkers still doesn't come up saying he's left, so it's not going to start. Yeah, why does this have to happen? And Chalkers left the session. His AI car just sat there now, ghosting. Yeah, well, V-Bobby and Lynx will be a bit relieved because everyone's tyres getting cold now. In fact, I think it locks in, doesn't it, anyway, so it won't matter too much. But yeah, if Jake leaves the lobby and gets a new lobby set up and invites me, and then I'll have to, yeah, invite everyone in for that.
Alright then. Alright, I'll set one up now.
What a stupid game. What a stupid bloody game. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, it's another Codemasters glitch yet again.
I've never seen that one before. But Sloth saying it's happened. Sloth saying it's happened before with someone else as well. That's a joke. Oh, lights out and away we go. What the fuck? This is not happening. This is not happening. If people take you out in turn 1, it's fine. This is not the real race. I'm sure Epic Animal's glad as he's flying into the wall. Yeah, this ain't real, guys. Don't worry. This is not real. Let's see what happens anyway. Black Box in the lead. It is a restart, guys. Don't worry.
I have invited you to the new lobby.
And Denji's out. Ayub Khan is out. Oh, it's a funny crash going on here. If people haven't heard that it's a restart, then I bet they're thinking, what the fuck is going on?
They should probably know by now, hopefully.
I should hope so. Oh, but there's some people thinking, what the fuck's going on? I bet there's people already leaving the server after that. Oh, that was a fantastic crash. There's a car up on its side end. Keza saying we are restarting, right?
Oh, God.
It's funny, I've done that before, and I've heard it's a restart. I've just wiped cars out. I did it to Justin as well, and he hadn't heard, and he went absolutely mad at me. But
it happened to me once. I was about to go mental, and then I realised there was a restart in the Discord, and I was like, oh, thank God for that.
Crazy. Why is everyone crashing saying links? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's not letting me join a session now.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't make me close the game and have to start the stream again. This is bollocks, this game, isn't it? It's absolutely bollocks. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just let me join. Don't keep saying join in session. Let me join it, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, we'll have to stop the stream, unfortunately, start again, because the stupid fucking game doesn't let you join another doesn't let you join a session when you leave one. It is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Something wrong with this game. It's not right at all. Let's try it one more time. Third time lucky.
Sorry about this, lads. It's just Codemasters.
But you don't have to apologise. It's not your fault, is it? It's a shitty game. Right, it's not letting me join, so yeah, I'll have to close the app, which usually cuts the stream. Well, it doesn't make a difference you doing it. It's me that can't join, but I'll then open it again. But yeah, this probably stopped the stream, so we'll be back in a second.